For sheer athletic control, watch these 3 double Lusses by Ronnie Robertson. 1, there's a second, watch just a curving back edge, and a third one, an unbelievable sense of continuity and consistency.
Yes, that's Ronnie Robertson, whom you're about to see skating competitively. But if you've seen him at all in recent years, it's been in this role, that of a show skater, as here in the Ice Capades.
Typical of his ability was this magnificent sit spin, and watch the fast, centered spin that he pulls up and almost blurs.
I think Gus Lussi's revolutionary ideas on spinning made my career. My first summer with him, the first 3 months, he allowed me no free skating lessons on anything but spins. And it was sort of the talk of skating at that time. He had become very, very famous with his jumping techniques, and of course Dick Button had become the greatest jumper of all time and had revolutionized the skating into, triples for men and the athletic ability. And of course I went to become a better jumper. I hoped that someday I'd be able to jump like Dick Button, and to go for 3 months without jumps. I think my parents had such incredible faith in Mr. Lussi that most parents would have just taken their kids home and said, this is crazy, what's going on? And he saw something in regard to the spinning, I think, that transcended just even the amateur end of my career, that went beyond even the professional end, that's something that might last a long, long time. Actually, I was spinning about 6.5 revolutions a second. He taught me how to, what they call almost spot the spin, or spin only in one place on the smallest portion of the blade, which was, for him, he taught me to spin up on the very front, just behind the toe pick, which was 1/8 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch, which becomes as close to a vertical point as possible, meaning that I am going to travel the shortest distance and therefore be able to do it in the quickest amount of time.
What is the mark of a Lussi skater?
Confidence. Don't have to think about it. You can just, you do it automatically. You know it so well, you understand it really well. You feel one up on the other guy or the other girl. I think it gives you, you realize you're well taught. I think if I can fault skating in any way, I think it's probably not the judging, not the officiating, but the teaching aspect of skating. I was not involved in teaching for a very long period of time, but I was involved long enough to realize the difference in the quality of instruction from Mr. Lussi in comparison to others. And the strange part about it is that others who don't really give a lot of information in regard to what you're doing or why you're doing it have had a world champion, have had an Olympic champion, and it makes their reputation. And therefore, so what does it matter whether you understand what you're doing or not if you come out with a gold medal? I don't think there's anybody in skating that has made such an impact throughout such an enormous, lengthy period. A brilliant man, probably could have been great in many other things, not just skating. He's an artistic person. I remember he built his home in Lake Placid, Little Alps, himself. It's an incredible feat. To this day, I've never met a builder that built better than he did.